In 2017, a hurricane ravaged the Caribbean, killing more than 3,000 individuals in Puerto Rico and the other nearby islands. It was a devastating natural disaster that not only affected the Puerto Ricans on the mainland and the people within those other islands, but also devastated the communities here because they were directly tied to them. I myself, being of Puerto Rican heritage, was afraid for my family, who I couldn't get in contact with for at least a few days. Some couldn't get in contact with their family members for a few weeks. This is a new memorial here at Battery Park City in honor or in remembrance of the lives that were lost. This was recently opened just a few months ago. Agnes, thank you so much for the 100 stars. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist. Today we're going to explore Battery Park City, wander around, no particular destination. We're just gonna really enjoy kind of strolling on this rainy day. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Let me know if anyone had family who suffered through the devastation of Hurricane Maria. Luckily, most of my family was indeed safe. They ended up getting power after a few days or a few weeks. But I know many people had it much, much worse, and my heart goes out to them. Maybe some people are still out there reeling, and that's completely understandable. So this memorial, as you walk in, you feel absolutely enveloped in it. It's almost in a very similar style from what I saw in Washington, D.C. with a Martin Luther King memorial as well, having these kind of curvaceous walls. We see here a poem. This is, Susie says, I couldn't reach out to my father for weeks. Yeah. This is a poem from Farewell from Welfare Island by Julia de Burgos. It has come from here right this time, right this instance, my cry into the world. Hay de ser desde aquí, en este mismo instante, mi grito hacia el mundo. Life was sometimes forgotten and sought refuge in depths of tears and sorrow. Over this vast empire of solitude and darkness, where is the voice of freedom? Freedom to laugh, to move, without the heavy phantom of despair. La vida en algún lugar quedó dividida, y refugio buceo en las profundidades de lágrimas y pareces. Sorry, I might be mispronouncing a few things because the writing is almost in a handwritten, so forgive me. Sobre en este vasto imperio de soledad y tinieblas. Where is the form of beauty unshaken in its veil, simple and pure? Where is the warmth of heaven pouring its darkness of love in broken spirits? ¿Dónde está la voz de la libertad? La libertad de ir, de moverse sin el desespero fantasma de la desesperanza. Ooh, also this is a translation, so they're translated from English to Spanish. Let me read the English ones. The Spanish, of course, is very beautiful. It has, from here, right this image. Oh, I can't even read that. My cry into the world, my cry that is no more mine, but hers and his forever. The comrades of my silence, the phantoms of my grave. Thank you so much, Mighty Bull, for the $5 super chat. I'm gonna read just until the end of the wall, on the end of the wall. It has to, ooh, it's getting very abstract. It has to be, I can't read what this says. It has to be. All right, I'll keep on reading. Farewell to welfare, farewell to the world. Beautiful poem. So yeah, beautiful poem. My apologies that I couldn't read it to its best extent because it is written in a rather kind of abstract handwritten way, though I do appreciate that it's written that way. So I would encourage you to kind of Google the poem if you come here. But will these be permanent? Most likely. A lot of these memorials tend to be permanent. There's never guarantees, but as we know in New York City memorials, I've covered memorials all around the city, they tend to be permanent, or at least last for decades and decades. So beautiful, beautiful memorial. And here we see the dedication. My cry to the world, which is my grito hacia el mundo, dedicated by the governor, Andrew M. Cuomo, March 2021. The artist is Antonio Martorell. Antonio Martorell. All right, now let's continue walking around. Show you Battery Park City. This is located at the end of Chambers Street. So get off Chambers Street or any of the subway stations, or find Chambers Street while you're walking in downtown Manhattan. And then just walk across the West Side Highway, and you'll get here to Battery Park City. Battery Park City is 95 acres of landfill. This part was landfilled when the World Trade Center was constructed in the late 60s and finished construction in 1973. Lots of land was excavated in order to build the towers at least into the bedrock. At least one of the towers was fully into the bedrock. The other one was a little bit more kind of floating up. And all that landfill had to be used somewhere. And they decided to build an entirely new neighborhood out of it. Now, 30% of this neighborhood is consisting of parks. So we're gonna see a lot of parks in these 95 acres. Hey, for a Jägermeister shot. Greetings from Dusseldorf. Hey, thank you so much, Karsten. I appreciate that. Probably won't have Jägermeister today, but I appreciate that. That will go either to a coffee or to maybe if we bump into a bite of food. Hey, Manny. Manny's here, a fellow Puerto Rican. Hello, rainy day, what we had yesterday. Stream is breaking up, oh no. Maria says, beautiful, I must visit when I need to come back to New York City. Manny, I hope you're doing well. Hey, Ariel, get coffee, so sad, it's a beautiful memorial. yeah, it is a very bittersweet memorial. Bittersweet. So I can't wait to walk around. This is gonna be beautiful, look how gorgeous it is. You know, I was a little bit bummed that it was raining and cold. As you can tell, I'm wearing 2 layers, which is like March weather. But this seems like a pretty beautiful place to visit in the rain because it gets packed on sunny, beautiful days due to all of the parks. So many explorers who's tuning in right now, yes, he was featured in my best Puerto Rican food video in Casa Adela in Alphabet City. A really great guy, highly recommend checking out his channel. He explores a lot of interesting places. He explores some neighborhoods I haven't been to yet. So if you want to get a great perspective of New York City and New Jersey, check out Manny Explores. Rain does set the mood. Yeah, it sets the mood. It sets the mood for the memorial. You know, of course, rain was a heavy part of the natural disaster, and the intense rainfall caused massive flooding, especially in the interior of the island, which already gets a lot of rain, and there's not enough place for it to run off. So yeah, I'm grateful today for walking around and having the park a little bit more to ourselves. Brad, I don't answer any of those questions, but feel free to ask me anything about exploring the city or about anything related to exploring the city, which includes history, food, and architecture. Feel free to ask me about it. I'm happy to answer any of those questions. Here's a beautiful garden. Jersey City there in the distance, covered in a rainy haze. Looking beautiful, actually. Love the Jersey City skyline. Nice visuals, yes indeed. Brad, I agree. Lovely flowers, oh yeah, very lovely flowers. Very dark burgundy color on these. Are these two? I think I bump into. Whoa, these ones are all like shredded up. Why are these ones shredded up compared to these ones? Again, everyone, botanist. Let's go up here. There's a lot of cool sculpture up here. We're gonna zigzag a lot in this journey. Luckily, it's only 95 acres, so you won't get too lost if you come here. So this is Tom Otterness. Tom Otterness. He did a few great sculptures also in the subway system. It's called The Real World by Tom Otterness. This is the sculptor. Hey, girl in the curl. I'm not sure what you're writing, but glad to see a lot of new members here. Why is it called Battery Park? It's called Battery Park because it's named after Battery Park itself, which is where you take the ferry to Statue of Liberty. Now, Battery Park is not Battery Park City. Battery Park City is a neighborhood adjacent to it that was named after it. Why is it called Battery Park in the first place? A battery. Battery is basically the place where they put artillery and basically heavy military presence to protect a harbor. So this southern tip of Manhattan was so crucial to the economy of the mid-Atlantic that they heavily protected it. Hence, it was a battery. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love this. I love Tom Otterness. He's such a clever sculptor. Mater, yeah, great question, Mater. Thank you. Colleen, hello. Cannons and such, right, yeah. Artillery of all kinds. It's like a fort, right? Hey, Donna, nice to see you here. This guy's looking out towards the views. Oh, we got a guy sitting on the bench. Oh, I love this. This is really cool. Highly recommend checking out this park as well. He has like a dead pig. What? He's eating lechon. This sly cat character over here with the top hat, with the bowler hat. And there's a chalice with a guy swimming in it. I don't get it, but it's humorous. Cute sculptures, yeah, cute sculptures indeed. Uh-oh. This guy's hoarding a lot of money. It's like a goblin with a lot of coins. And here we got rats capturing a cat. We got rats capturing a cat over here, ladies and gentlemen. So they're like humanized rats right over here. A rat colony capturing a cat. Ingenious. Ingenious. Oh, wow, look at this one. Look where all the coins lead. AR, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that, AR. Thank you. Very kind of AR for leaving a $10 super chat. Thank you. Wendy, thank you so much for giving AR some hearts and some love. Look at this. Oh my God, someone's getting spanked? What? Oh my God, I'm just loving this, ladies and gentlemen. This is like one of the best sculpture gardens I've ever been to. To middle-aged women drinking from chalices. Two middle-aged men drinking from chalices, and someone hanging off the roof. Here we got, oh, sorry, Gimbal's panicking, okay. Here we got a very rich person who died and is bleeding money. Here we have someone playing the violin, a very rich person playing the violin, a CEO. Ariel's laugh is contagious. Yes, watch out, watch out. It's very contagious. I've been told to go into quarantine because my laugh is too contagious, spreads too rapidly. There's a new variant of my laugh out there, so watch out. Yeah, it might be alluding to Humpty Dumpty, yes. Might be alluding to that fairy tale. What is this? He's also alluding to he's alluding a lot to like unions and like the Gilded Age, robber barons here, I have the feeling. Yeah, he's alluding a lot to his New York City history a lot. It's not very obvious, but yeah, you can tell. You'd have great imagination to produce that, says Kay, right? AR says it looks like my sister. AR. I appreciate Van Gogh's Starlight. Yeah. This is look, they're playing chess over here, mega chess. Gigantic pieces. We got a horse tender for the horse piece. Guy writing a book over here. I need a pop brownie and watch this again, says Quentin. Quentin, that might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. Of course, by pot, Quentin, of course, means flower, you know, nice flower. Means brownies with some rose. Yeah. Some lavender brownies. Who's the artist? The artist is Tom Otterness. And he just has the best name, I think, for this type of art. Otterness. Tom Otterness. Look at the power fist, yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh my God. I would not want to come here at night and be under the influence. It would freak me out. Hey, AR, another $10 super chat. AR leaves. Thank you so much, AR. Who's camping inside the poor man's esophagus? Oh, wow, this is so weird. Creepy, yeah. Hey, AR left another $10 super chat. I had no idea this was here. Thank you. My pleasure, AR. You know, to be honest, I had no idea this was here either. I know Tom Otterness has works, so if you want to see his other works, they are on 14th Street, and he has works in 34th Street. Here we got a dog chained to the water fountain. Is it a working water fountain? Let's see. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a working water fountain. I put a Wikipedia link for the artist. Thank you so much to do that. Thank you, Donald. And thank you, Mona, always putting extra links as well on the Facebook chats. And then we got a few people putting links on the YouTube. Thank you, S. Fields, also for putting his name. Hey, Andre, watching for the first time. Welcome. All right, let's keep on walking. Let's keep on exploring this kind of quirky park, and then we'll go in between. There's a lot of people here. We got a little party. Tom Otterness has a great sense of humor. He does indeed. Hey, Andre. Let me know if you are new. If you're watching it for the first time, let me know. Here's a handball court. So Battery Park, of course, is mostly office buildings here. I think, if I'm correct. It's and Tribeca. So we're closer to the Tribeca. Cool handball court. We got a basketball court. Of course, it's very empty today because it is rainy and New Yorkers are allergic to the rain. Hey, Joe. Joe, you are not watching for the first time. Alex is kind of new. Don't think I ever chatted. Hey, Alex, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. TX GT, you are not new. TX, I recognize your name. I wonder if beautiful sea glass carousel is close by. No, Susie, actually, that's quite a walk. That's quite a walk. So we are on the opposite side of the island. Even though the tip is not too big. Probably get there in 20 minutes if we were to go to the sea glass carousel. Why does New York City shut down when it rains? I was joking around. I'm joking around. I don't know why people are so afraid of the rain, but yeah, generally, things are empty on rainy days. People just don't come out as much as they do on a beautiful sunny day. So yeah, that's why. No particular reason. I think just people probably don't like the rain. They'd rather stay at home. Mario, you're new. Hey, nice to see you here. Wendy says, funny guy. Nobody wants to walk in the rain, I suppose. Yeah, there's public restrooms. Hey, everyone, pro tip, public restrooms here. What is this? Let's go up this little pathway. So this is Teardrop Park. AR, another $5 super chat. Hey, AR, and Janice with 100 stars. Thank you so much. Each 100 stars is about $1. I appreciate that. For anyone curious about the conversion. Thank you so much, AR. AR is a total $25 super chat. Thank you so much. $25 so far. Thank you so much, AR. Everyone, leave a bunch of hearts to AR for being such a generous supporter and of the show and viewer of the show. Roland says he's new. Yes. Oh, Roland. Do we have mask day? Says Phyllis. You're outside. Why no mask? Why? No one's around me. Like literally. Like no one's around me. So that's why. Ooh, here we got a big pile of schist. There's a very big pile of schist over here. A little pathway. Look at that. Oh, this is cool. Good photo opportunity here. TX, hey TX, it's your birthday. Hey TX, happy birthday TX. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm glad you pronounced that carefully, says Donald. Oh yes. Who wants a big pile of schist on the t-shirt? Let me know. Just a big pile. New Urbanist merch. Until she ruined the photo. No, I think it looked Maria, yeah, it looked kind of cool with the woman passing through. Imagine living in these apartments. Well, I don't think these might not be apartments per se. Imagine living on these ones. Diana, thank you so much for the £5 super chat. I appreciate that. It's almost $10, give or take. Thank you so much for the £5 super chat. Oh, this one's right in the middle. Wow, this is a great park. Just imagine living in this little park. Feels like very kind of insular. We got a long slide over here. S. Field says, are you packed for Mexico? No, I packed a few hours before taking the airplane. Quite literally, that's my style of traveling. Hey, Maria. Oh, we got a few coffee recommendations, donations. Maria, un café mi nombre, enjoy. Thanks for this enjoyable stream. My pleasure, Maria. Thank you, Maria and Diana. Congratulations on staying so sweet and patient, says Anne. Yeah, take our sweet time. Sweet time. So sweet. Be careful. You just might get diabetes from watching these shows. I think I see another sculpture. Let's go up these stairs. I think I see another Tom Artemis sculpture. Dutch bike blogger asks when I'm going to Mexico. May 13th and May 27th. Stay tuned. Oh, false alarm. Is this like a dog playground or what is this? Like a makeshift pool? I can't quite tell. Wendy says you're gonna meet your future wife in Mexico, and Gary says no, in Edinburgh Castle. Touche. Hey, Alex, nice to see you here. All right, let me show you the inner streets of Battery Park. They got a lot of batteries here, so let me know. Do you want Energizer? Do you want Duracell? What type of batteries is your jam? Who do you pledge allegiance to? Do you want the generic brand? Is there a floating island? Rick. Well, this is not floating island. This is landfill. So I don't think it's technically floating. But there is currently a floating island, yes. That's being built close to the High Line. So we're about maybe a 30-minute walk away, maybe a little bit longer. Se ven chéveres esos apartamentos. It looks very cool, these apartments. Sí, yo estoy de acuerdo. Bien bonito área para vivir. Very beautiful area to live, I think. Very family friendly. So this is one of the neighborhoods with the highest medium income. and I think someone thinks I am their Uber passenger, and that's why they're honking at me. This is the neighborhood with the highest medium income in New York City. The average income, I think, was around $300,000, which is kind of insane. Yeah, it's expensive. So here are the few office buildings here, and then right behind it, we do see the Freedom Tower, aka One World Trade Center. If you want to learn about the Freedom Tower, check out my vlog, the New York City skyscraper that is a fortified castle. That's the name of the vlog. Highly recommend checking it out. And let me mute for a little bit. Okay, everyone, I had to mute all these food delivery guys now play music all the time. And gotta escape the whims of Taylor Swift. Otherwise, she will swiftly come down on my live streams. And then I'll be forced to make my live streams to avoid all of her songs. Alex, thought it was time to contribute, seeing so many live streams. Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Melody, thank you so much for 50 stars. Alex, so glad you're commenting. Thank you. So here we have the Irish Hunger Memorial. More than 1 million lives were lost in Ireland. Terrible, devastating famine. It is a much more complicated history. Parts of the famine was instigated by foreign interests, and parts of the famine were due to a blight of the potato. And this is a contribution to many of the Irish Americans that came here following the potato famine in order to escape those devastating circumstances and find a new life here in the great United States of America. There was a point where 1 in 4 New Yorkers were Irish in the 1860s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And to this day, we have a massive, massive Irish population. There's more Irish Americans than there are Irish in Ireland. Let's see if we can walk in. Many of them served as first responders. Yes, many of them served as first responders when the 2 towers collapsed. Of course, the towers is what gave life to this neighborhood, gave the very earth that we're standing here on. The Scots with the Highline clearances, yes, it was very complicated history right there in the UK and Ireland, so one day I'll cover a little bit more in detail. What is the video of the Freedom Tower? Yes, it's the vlog I posted about 2 weeks ago called the New York City skyscraper that is a fortified castle. If you want to find all my New York City skyscraper videos, go to the playlist titled New York City Architecture. Here we have a Bluestone Lane. That's really cool. The Aussie coffee shop brand, really like these guys. I've featured them before in videos. So very good Avo toast. Thank God my grandparents came here and never looked back, says Janice. Yeah, I can imagine. Janice, we have a few Irish Americans tuning in right now. And of course, I also have a lot of Irish viewers too from the mainland. I never saw that memorial garden. Yeah, let's see if we can go in. It's rather beautiful. I have a full in-depth tour in a 360 video if you want to learn about its history a little bit more in depth. Since this is a wandering, I really don't have all the story with me, but do check it out. Let me.
That cantilever represents, in my opinion, the weight of history bearing down on the visitors as they approach. Now, between those layers of stone, there's that 2 miles of
Kate, the best phone stabilizer is the one I'm using right now, DJI Osmo Mobile 4.
And that was a very, very short trip. He gave the text kind of ghost.
So here we have quotes. This one's from Tim P. O'Neill, Tim P. O'Neill, Famine Evictions. It's a little bit hard to read because they're so long. So if you want to learn more about it, here it is, but also watch my video. Is there a tour? No, there's no tour. But a lot of tourists are coming here today. I'm kind of surprised. Usually this is empty. So the entire structure is meant to look like these ancient Irish homes. Of course, Ireland has had people living in that island for thousands upon thousands of years. One of the oldest megalithic structures in the world is a Newgrange, which I am extremely excited to visit, hopefully in September when Ireland reopens. So you can imagine that these dwellings have been on that island for thousands of years. Have you been to the Tenement Museum, says Chris. Yeah, Chris, I have a full video on it. Check it out. Search Tenement Museum Urbanist, you'll see it. Plus watch my fashion documentary if you want to learn the context of the Tenement Museum. Now, each rock represents the different parts of Ireland, such as here we have Leitrim. Kay says there's an older one in Clare. Really, Kay? Ooh, there's a structure that predates Newgrange. Ooh, okay. I can't wait to read into that. I appreciate all the books that you gifted me, which I can't wait to read in anticipation for my trip over there. Sorry if I mispronounce these names. I gotta learn them when I go to Ireland. Doan. Oh, and you never fall in the stone with Kilkenny? No, I didn't. There's a few others here scattered out, so it might be one of these ones that are a little bit further away. Here we got Tyrone. Pardon my Irish, pardon my Gaelic. Joanne says I'm freezing up. Yeah, sometimes there's bad service here. Galway. I'll pronounce. Oh, bad service. Bad service. Sorry about that, everyone. Kay's laughing at the way I'm pronouncing names. I'll just pronounce it in different ways and hopefully I'll get one of them right. Armag. Armag. Armig. One of those have to be right. Monaghan. We got Monaghan. Doubt it's Monaghan. Doubt it's that. Louth. Monaghan, says Gerard. Oh my God. Monaghan. Arma. What, guys? There's a G there. There's a G in both of those words. Why is it silent? Thank you for letting me know. Monaghan, thank you so much. So is the G being silent very common? Actually, the first time I ever came here was with a fellow viewer from Kilkenny. I hope you're still watching. I know she watches, and I came here with her brother. And it was really the first time I really visited this place. So the rock depicts different counties. Yes, it does. G's are even, says Gerard. My Irish heritage gifted me my red hair, says Susan. Oh, that's so cool, Susan. That's awesome. The rain stopped, yeah. The rain stopped. The clouds have parted. All right. This is going to be bad service here, so I'm just going to go quick. Audrey, do I have an Irish connection? Great question. So if short answer, no, I don't. Long answer is family. Both sides of my family come from mostly the Canary Islands, way back before Puerto Rico. They come from the Canary Islands. The majority of them, of course, I have African ancestry from the Yoruba tribe, and I also have indigenous ancestry from the Taínos. So I have those three all combined. But when it comes to my European ancestry, it comes from the Canary Islands, but before the Canary Islands comes from Galicia, which is the part in northern Spain where they speak a version of Gaelic. in essence. And that is Celtic heritage. So while I don't have any Irish ancestry, I do have some Celtic blood in me. It probably goes, I would have to go back maybe 80 generations to trace back my Celtic heritage. And it's probably nothing special because probably so many people here in the US that have Celtic blood. Hence why I get red. And I also used to have a red beard, but all my red hairs have since turned white. Gerard says, that'll do. You got Irish blood, that'll do. Here's the ferry, let me show it to you real quick. They have royalty heritage. No, I only have a heritage from a pirate ancestor. I have a pirate ancestor, Roberto Cofresi. According to legend, he made pina coladas. So if you want to get to Jersey City or want to get to Hoboken, you can take, or other parts in New Jersey, you can take the New York Waterway ferry. All right. So let me see what the times are. Okay, so here we got 2 ships coming in, or 2 ferries. We got Hoboken, and we got Paulus Hook. We got 2 of them. We got basically go to Hoboken and Paulus Hook. Kathy says, my dad used to joke that we Irish spread all around the world to improve our bloodlines. Makes sense. That's so cool. So here it is. Let me show you views of Jersey City before we go back into Battery Park. There's 2 coffee shops here that are interesting. This is not really a foodie area, to be precise. More quietly residential. It's funnily enough, the 2 coffee shops here are Australian. Oh, we got Stephen the Seagull. Stephen the Seagull. Where's this friend, John Claude? He's somewhere around. And we got, who is this woman? Who is she? Let me know. Who is this woman right here? Elsie says, that was my commute home, better than the path. Oh, that's so cool. Ronald says it's not a good place to masticate then. Not really. The mall is the only place that has a few good New York City chains, like Dos Toros. Of course, that is Mrs. Liberty. Miss Liberty, Lady Liberty. Yes, Liberty. Mater says Cleopatra. Good guess, good guess. Right here, guess that bridge. Guess that Pokemon. Every time I say guess, I think about that, the commercial break for Pokemon when they used to air here in America. They would be like, guess that Pokemon. They had the Pokemon in silhouette. So in this case, guess that bridge. Yes, Mirna got it right. The Verrazano. The Verrazano Bridge, one of the longest bridges in the entire United States of America. Suspension bridges, to be precise. Connects Brooklyn and Staten Island. The Forgotten Borough. Looks like a huge gap in the middle. Yeah, Staten Island is far. That's why Staten Island doesn't feel more like New York City, it feels more like New Jersey. I think Staten Island has more ties to New Jersey culture than it does with New York. How much for a ticket to the ferry? The ferry here, I think, depends on the location, maybe. Ooh, beautiful clouds. Let me know. I'll check the price right now. Actually, I'll go to the machine. I only took it twice so far because I did 2 videos in New Jersey. I did Jersey City and Hoboken. They were both mega tours. Absolutely loved those places. Really astonished by these 2 areas. Right now I'm pointing the camera towards Hoboken, and I highly recommend visiting them. NYC, feel free to ask me anything related to New York. The topic at hand, I really don't discuss movies per se if they're not related to travel or the city we're currently in. So are there machines I can buy tickets? Let's see. So I can show you the prices. No, it doesn't appear to be, but they have a price list here. So let me show it to you. So the prices range between the location. So to Hoboken, it's $7. Weekend, it's a little bit less expensive, $6. $10.75 to another part of Hoboken. Weehawken, where Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr had a duel, is $13. You could go Harborside, you can go Paulus Hook, or you can go Belford. Belford is the most expensive one, $21. One way, wow, that's expensive. Lorene, thank you so much for tuning in. Aloha, Lorene. Thank you. Mahalo. Thank you so much. Looks quite expensive to me. Yeah, more expensive than the New York City ferry, which is $2.75. Is the path quicker than the ferry? I think the path would be quicker than the ferry because it's a train, rapid transit. All right, let's see. You guys are curious about the coffee option here? Well, let me know. If you are, I'll see if I can walk in, see if it's open. It appears to be open. Yeah. No. Oh no, I don't think it's open. Andrew says I'm the best ambassador to New York. Yeah, it is. All right. So who wants to go for a coffee break before we go a little bit further down? We got maybe like 10 to 15 minutes worth of the neighborhood down there as we basically walk to Battery Park itself. So let me know if you want to learn about a little bit about coffee. Now, I mentioned there's 2 coffee options here. There's Gingneha Gala Nam. That's actually reverse. It's Laughing Man. And this is owned by Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman, the actor who played Wolverine, who's also in The Greatest Showman, who's basically my hero in terms of an actor. Absolutely love the guy. He also starred in one of my favorite films of all time, The Fountain. He's Australian and he lives now in New York, at least most of the time. So he opened up a coffee shop with a friend of his, and it's really cool. So let's check it out. Bear my silence. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'll have a Americano, please. Hot. Actually, actually, I'll have a cold brew instead. Yeah, small. Cold brew, yeah, instead. Thank you, yeah. And also small.
Any milk or sugar?
Black. And also have a. Oh, is this a blackout donut? I'll have a blackout donut. That's all.
Small cold brew? Black?
Yeah, thank you. Are those donut plant donuts?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Ooh, you know what? Actually, in that case, I'll seize the opportunity. I'll have one more of each. Yeah, of each.
Would you like them in the same or separate bag?
All in the same bag for those three. I think I already paid, so I already inserted my card for the other purchase.
Yeah, you paid for that.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Okay. There's a sailing school here. Look at that. So cool. All right. It's still raining. This is such a shame. Yeah, there was a sailing school inside there. Really cool. There's a class in session. And bear with me. All right. I'll show you what I got. I ended up getting 3 donuts to bring back to hang out with family later. Is this Krispy Kreme? No, it's not. Your behind is gonna get wet. Actually, the bench is pretty dry, I think, because the trees are pretty thick. So yeah, I think we're okay. And usually for rainy days, I always wear black jeans just in case. And I do have an umbrella, indeed. So that is Laughing Man, and I feature Laughing Man many, many times. As I mentioned, owned by Hugh Jackman. The original shop is in Tribeca, and I think he only has 2 thus far. I'm not sure if he's expanded beyond those 2. And I wish things were open again. Yes, wear black jeans whenever is a rainy day, so you can be more flexible where you sit down. You're a true warrior, says Phyllis. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. All right, let's try this out. Oh, I got a broken straw. Ah, that sucks. Doesn't anyone hate when that happens? When you get a broken straw and you can't, the suction is not right. Damn it. Gotta drink it like if it was hot coffee. Okay. So the cold brew is pretty good. It's pretty good. It is a little bit on the lighter side. Yeah, a little bit on the lighter side. I switched my order at the last minute because I didn't want to deal with a boiling hot coffee in the middle of the rain. You know, boiling hot coffee I like taking my time a little bit more with. But this is interesting. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good cold brew. It's good cold brew. They're seating it inside. Oh, we got Susan the Sparrow. Hey, should we? Can birds eat chocolate? Oh, she's so excited. So I made a new friend, everyone. Hey, Ludo, nice to see you here. I'm now surrounded by sparrows. Susan brought all her friends. So here is a Blackout donut. Now, the cool thing is they're sourcing their donuts from Donut Plant. The Donut Plant is one of my top 3 donuts in New York City. If I were to choose any donut place, this is the one I gravitate to the most. They have a few locations in New York City. Their original one is in the Lower East Side / Chinatown area. And then they expanded over to Atlantic Terminal or close to Atlantic Terminal in Prospect Heights. And they now sell to a few coffee shops. And this is really cool because this is a Brooklyn Blackout. So Brooklyn Blackout is a very typical kind of Brooklyn thing. Brooklyn Blackout was innovated by or made by Ebinger, who was a baker in Brooklyn. And he made this during World War II. And in World War II, there was blackout days because we wanted to avoid getting raided by the Air Force of the Axis powers in New York. So we shut out all the lights in New York City, including Times Square, which was dark for a few days. And thus he made a cake that was in honor of those days, and he called it the Brooklyn Blackout. But what makes it special? It's 3 types of chocolate cake, or 3 types of chocolate. You have your chocolate cake itself, you have the fudge on top, and you have chocolate pudding inside. That's what makes it a Brooklyn Blackout. It is actually extremely difficult to do, to balance good chocolate pudding inside the chocolate cake. And Ebinger managed to make it work. And very few people can do so. This donut is an interpretation of that. Someone left a super chat. Can you let me know who was the super chatter? I missed them. Do let me know who was the super chatter. It just disappeared on me. And where can we get Brooklyn Blackout? There's a few places. You can go to Donut Plant. You can go to Ovenly. Has a cake, Brooklyn Blackout cake. Absolutely delicious. Ovenly is available in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, or Williamsburg, Brooklyn. They also have one in Prospect Heights, Brooklyn, and they have right behind Grand Central, if they reopen it, in the urban space, which is kind of a food hall. And they also have an Ovenly there. And there you can get a great Brooklyn Blackout cake. But this is the donut version. Let me show it to you from the other side. Right here. Ludo, thank you so much for the €5. Let's try it out. I've featured this many times, and check out my donut video. It's an old video at this point. Did it about 3 years ago. Absolutely loved it. Let's try it out. It's a heavy one. One of the best donuts I've tried. And this is nothing new to some of you who've been watching me for years. Truly one of the best donuts. Gimbal, thank you for what you do. You're one of the best channels on YouTube. Thank you so much, Gimbal, for the £5. So we got Ludo and Gimbal, thank you so much. So, so it's not per se a Brooklyn Blackout. And they used to put some type of fudge or some type of pudding inside. I think they stopped doing that. But you get the gist of a Brooklyn Blackout. Very soft and chewy in the inside. Very, 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 very soft cake. So this is what's called a cake donut. It's not your classic yeast donut that you would see in a Dunkin' Donuts. So it's very soft. It tastes basically like a cake in the form of a donut. The crunchiness on top, I love it. It's not really crunchy, but it's more kind of grainy. Grainy is not the best term. But it tastes like little, you know those cake bits at the end, like at the corner of the pan at the end, and you kind of scrape them off? I really enjoy that. Let me know if you enjoy those kind of cake bits. That's burnt cake bits that you kind of scrape off at the bottom of the pan. It has that texture, and it's on top. And it tastes really good. It combines really well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sounding a lot like Mark Wiens. Oh yeah. That is good. He has like this Canadian accent. I can't do it too well. That's good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And tell me, we call those crunchies. Okay, cool. Not too sweet? It's a bit sweeter than most yeast donuts, but still not too sweet. Doesn't taste like a supermarket donut or a packaged donut that you might find. It doesn't taste as sweet as like a Dunkin' Donuts, in my opinion. It's a little bit more easier sweetness. Memories to keep in form of the donut, yes. I'm buffering a bit, am I? Is it bad service here? And you make my mouth water. I do. That's great news. I'm just gonna enjoy this donut. All right, everyone, I'm gonna sit down and enjoy the rest of this donut. So just awkwardly stare at me for 5 minutes. No, I'm just joking. Ask me any questions about New York City. Ask me any questions about New York City. Don't just stare awkwardly at me while I eat. Ice cream donut? I don't like ice cream too much, period. I just don't like ice cream too much. I've covered it. I mention it in my videos. I can recognize a good ice cream, but I'm just not that big a fan. Are you sharing, says Joanne? I got 3 more in here in this bag. Turn the camera around so we can watch. Yes, I'll show you a little bit more. Maria asks, what's your favorite borough? My favorite borough is, I gravitate a lot to Manhattan. I would live in Manhattan. I currently am not in the borough, but I absolutely love it. I love it. I love this borough. It's beautiful. It's dense. I love the density of it. A very close second is Brooklyn. Absolutely love Brooklyn. And then Queens. Queens is wonderful. Always be in my heart. It's hard to pick between those 3. I tell you that I actually don't go too much to the Bronx this period. Oh, we got Bob. Bob has come just in time. He's with a friend. Let me know what's Bob's friend's name right there. Very dark, skinny pigeon. Do you know Alves restaurant on Vesey? Oh, I have not been to Alves. Is it any good? And have you tried Daily Provisions? I have. I did a top 8 donuts of New York, around there. Top 5 donuts of New York video back in 2018. It was wonderful. I explored with a few friends of mine, and we had the cruller of Daily Provisions. So for people who don't know, Daily Provisions is actually opened up by the same guy who opened up Shake Shack. His name is Denny Meyer. And it's kind of an experiment in a cafe. It's hard to describe. But it's like a casual cafe where you can get some good food, also some good coffee and pastries. But it's all kind of relatively to go. And he does a cruller, which is kind of this curvy donut, and it's really good. Mary says it's Bob's friend Olivia. Oh, I love that name, Olivia. So we got Bob and Olivia. Ooh, is he cheating on one of the Bobettes? The Bobettes might be very jealous. Peter Pigeon. Yes, tell us about the taxi colors. Yellow taxis are within Manhattan. Green taxis are only for the outer boroughs. They might venture into Manhattan if you're being dropped off, or they can pick you up above 100th Street, around there, 110th Street, around there. They can pick you up. Those green taxis are not meant to pick up within Manhattan below 100th or so street. They're meant for outer boroughs. Very New York City pizza, Sarge. The place I gravitate to the most for classic New York City pizza is Joe's. Though my personal favorite right now is Table 87. It's actually a place I highly recommend. It's a bit out of the way, but if you're at Brooklyn Bridge Park, go to Table 87. It's absolutely amazing. How long have I lived in New York? My entire life. Do you cook at home? Asked Neil. Yes, I cook at home. I make avocado toast. I make pancakes. I make pasta carbonara. I make grilled salmon with roasted sweet potatoes, drizzled in truffle oil. I make a bunch of different things. I love cooking. Renee, great question. Best place for Dominican / Puerto Rican empanadas. So they have a particular style different from other South American countries. Highly recommend Casa Adela. I visited it with my friend Manny and Tongo. I have a crazy story about Tongo. I did an episode with a vlogger from Puerto Rico about the best Puerto Rican food here in New York City. And by pure happenstance, I end up off the cuff naming my great-grandfather, who was a tailor in a town in Puerto Rico. And he was like, oh, I'm from that town. And then I tell him my grandfather's full name, and he's like, wait a minute. It's the same full name as my great-granduncle. And I found out that I am third cousins with Tongo. Which is insane. You know, a lot of, it's a little bit of a Hispanic stereotype, especially with Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. Is a bit of a stereotype of saying, hey, he's my cousin. That guy's my cousin. That other guy's my cousin. That random strange guy I never met before, but he drinks all the time on my corner, he's my cousin. We have that stereotype, but Tongo was literally my third cousin, which is kind of the most interesting thing ever. Well, it is an island, a small world. Yeah, well, it's an island with 4 million people. So, guys, Puerto Rico it might be small in area, but it is very populated. All right, a few more questions, and then we'll continue walking. I'll put it here. We got Earl. Earl is here. Earl really likes donuts. So let me feed Earl. Wait, I'm not sure if they like. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, he left. I don't think they like chocolate. I think it might be poisonous, so do let me know. But Bob, Susan, nor Earl like chocolate. But here he is. Hey, Tony, thank you so much for $1.49. I appreciate it. All right, let's continue walking around. Ariel will be traveling to Puerto Rico soon. I have a goal for 75 patrons. If we reach 75 patrons, I will be visiting a tropical city. That might be Puerto Rico, that might be Honolulu, that might be, yeah, there's a few other cities that we can go to. So we might visit a tropical city. Let's continue walking around, shall we? How do you rate the bench? I don't want to fully sit on the bench, but with the views and sitting on the corner of this bench where it's the only dry part, underneath these trees, surrounded by the beautiful animals, making me feel like a New York Snow White, and also seeing these ferries pass by, I would give this bench a very strong 7.5. 7.5. This is a 7.5 bench, everyone. Very nice bench. Also has a great table. I feel like a New York Snow White over here. Where's the trash? I gotta find it. You have a Zen attitude, says Dana. Appreciate it. Okay, following Tongo PR. If I can be your patron, I'll be in a month or two. Oh yeah, awesome, Lisa. I appreciate that. Patrons get bonus content. How many patrons now? I think we have 52. 52 on Patreon, 52 also on YouTube, and 115 on Facebook. Excuse me. Did I like the chocolate donut? I loved it, Ibrahim. I absolutely loved it. Hence why I ate it in full. I have been yearning for a good donut. They have been closed for the longest time, and I'm so happy that they have opened up again. So here's the Westfield Mall in Battery Park. But what we're gonna do is go beyond it. I've shown this mall before. Check it out 3 months ago or 4 months ago when I stayed at the Inside Nomad. It was that epic snow day video. A lot of people saw the snow day live. Was one of my it is my most viewed live video. 280,000 views. I actually came inside the mall, but for now, we're gonna go. Brookfield Place. Westfield is the company. Brookfield Place is the with palm trees. Did they install? Oh, okay. All right. Ooh, lots of new seating here. Look at this. Inside with palm trees. It's a new, they always have like a recurring exhibit. I get kicked out. Security there sometimes is a bit tight. But let me know. Gotta put on my mask though. Bear with me, I gotta put on my mask. Can't wait to stay in the Inside Nomad on your next visit. Yeah, Kay, that's awesome. I still think about that hotel, to be honest. Not because they invited me over. I got to meet for a little bit. All right, had to avoid a little bit of music. So here's the main lobby. I didn't realize this was here, so that's why we're coming in for a little bit. Are those trees real? Oh, I'm not sure. I can't quite tell. If anyone knows for sure, do let us know. Let's see. It feels like real wood. Yeah, it feels like real wood. Oh, yeah. Beautiful seating. I'll show you the upstairs. They were planted here in 2002. Tom, they were? Really? Wow. Nancy says, I'm still tired from walking Macy's. Yeah. So here is the only place you could really grab good food. Few places, there's not that many restaurants here. Here is the food court. Let me show it to you. So we got Dos Toros, great Mexican food. A Mexican-American food, keep that in mind. Really great, I love them, highly recommend them. We got Dig In, which is currently closed, but I really like Dig In. It's another good New York City chain. Good fast food, but of course, it's a lot more fresh than the older kind of fast foods. We got Num Pang, which is great for Vietnamese sandwiches. They also have great bowls, rice bowls. We got Mighty Quinn's, also pretty good for barbecue as well. Good barbecue sandwiches. And at the end, we actually have Fuku. Fuku is pretty good. Susie does not recommend skinny pizza. Yeah, I can imagine. I never tried skinny pizza myself. Here's Black Seed. I do not recommend Black Seed. They're overpriced bagels, in my opinion. Very overpriced. Got Blue Ribbon Sushi. I never tried these guys either. Let me know if you like them. But yeah, there's a few good options here. I would recommend number one is Dos Toros, and quick second I would recommend is Num Pang. They also have bathrooms here and indoor seating, which is nice. Now, one pro tip, actually, there's one more food recommendation here, is Olives. Olives has a great chicken sandwich. Really great. So Olive's chicken sandwich is amazing. It's a cold sandwich. And this was David Bowie's favorite sandwich in New York. Not this specific location. It was the original location that's still around in Soho. It was his favorite sandwich, was the chicken sandwich. Absolutely amazing sandwich. David Bowie had good taste. Check out my David Bowie video if you want to learn about that original sandwich. Olives. Amazing interior, yeah, amazing interior. I'm so glad the security's not giving me a hard time. I think they realize that people come here for photos and tourists come here with cameras to film vlogs. So I guess that's why they're no longer giving me a hard time for coming in with a camera. They used to. I have a full David Bowie tour. Yeah, it's all you can search David Bowie's New York. Great video. In my opinion, I really love that video that I did. People are now indoor eating. Oh my God. Food courts are now open. All right, let's continue walking out and about. So I got more coffee to drink. And I can't walk and talk and coffee inside this location. Okay, there's very bad service here, but there's a double bass player playing some kind of like French type of music. It's really cool. Let me see if I can zoom in. Bad service here, so I have to be pretty far away from there. But beautiful restaurant they have here, right there. Wow, gorgeous, gorgeous restaurant. I love the vibe. They have this beautiful music playing live. Very romantic, yeah, very romantic. Very amazing. Can only imagine a nice evening by the water, says S Fields. Yeah, me too. Oh, that is awesome. Great date spot, everyone. Date spot recommendation. This restaurant, didn't catch the name. Liberty, there we go. Okay, Liberty Brasserie, Liberty Bistro. That's why they're playing the French music. I've taken the photo of the flowers here, Susie. They removed the tulips. No tulips here. This used to be a huge tulip garden, but no longer. Though, pro tip, there's a lot of tables here. A lot of picnic tables, a lot of very comfortable benches. This is the life, ladies and gentlemen. Walking, talking, benching. The lawn is closed. Helicopter is flying overhead. I learn something new every stream, says the tulips are just about finish flowering. Oh, I guess that's why they removed them and side. Oh my God, we got mallard ducks hanging out inland. What are they doing here? Oh, I think they were having quite a special date. I think these two love ducks. These two love ducks. We interrupted their date over here. Paul says, oh no, it's the Chinese rocket. Well, I hope it doesn't land in Times Square. Hey, how's it going? Everyone, I tell you, I'm turning into a New York Snow White. Stay tuned for the Disney sequel of Snow White. It'll be filmed like if it were like Enchanted. I'm Snow White's great grandson. That's why I also have the black hair. Can't you tell? We got a row of pigeons. We got Bob with his bobette. Romance is everywhere. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, romance is everywhere. Kay says, who's the 7 dwarves? It's Ariel, White, and the 7 mods. I hope you don't mind I'm staring at the duck. This is like kind of the closest I got into a duck on land. Usually they're in water. And I love, look, he has urbanus orange feet. Mirna says it would make a great screenplay. Yeah, I think so. Oh, so adorable. They don't seem scared at all. He wore them for you. Pretty feet, says me. Yeah. What do ducks eat? Let me know. I know they have like a specific diet. If anyone knows. So this is Derek the duck. We got Derek the duck. It's Derek. We got Derek the duck with Donatella, his wife Donatella. All right, say goodbye to Derek and Donatella. Carson says, Daisy, I can't, that would be copyright. So it's Derek and Donatella. Can't use the other duck names. They're taken by the big mouse. We got Bob and his Bobettes. We got Frank over here. Right there. Oh my God. Sorry. gimbal panicking. Well, I think we have arrived at the colony. This is where Bob has been hiding all of his bobettes. We found them, ladies and gentlemen. We found the bobettes. Do not judge Bob. It's not his friends. Bobettes are a bit closer. Bob is polyamorous. Do not judge him for that. Watch out for bird poo. Yeah, that might happen. It'll be good luck. Don't look up. Indeed. All right, let's continue on. Janice says Bob has a harem. Yes, please do not judge Bob for his lifestyle. Here in New York, we have a variety of different lifestyles here in New York. That's the gang from Home Alone 2. Yes, indeed. Or pretending to eat something, says George. Yeah. Anything goes here, says Susie. Right, in New York City, anything goes here. And Susie knows that because you're from Bushwick. And a lot of people who follow Bob's lifestyle live in Bushwick. So yes, here's a sky bridge, Phyllis. I know you really love sky bridges. Here it is. This one's a bit shorter. There's a few of them in this area. I'm not sure if you would even consider that sky bridge. Joanna, you're from Bushwick. Yes. That's one side of Bushwick I've never done a tour of. Is the alternate lifestyles of Bushwickers. Hey, I don't know how to read Russian, but do let me know how to say your name. Phyllis, I've been to Tribeca many times and shown that exact sky bridge. Getting inside access is very hard for these sky bridges. Let's walk into this little community. I don't know too much about it. It's called Gateway. Let's walk inside. There's a little park. More mastication? No, I'm kind of done with the mastication right now. I got very full from that donut. It was really good. George missed the sign for avocado toast. That was avocado toast from La Pan Quotient. Don't know how to pronounce that. No, I wouldn't eat avocado toast there. It's a fast food place. There's better avocado toast nearby. Ah, beautiful. Gorgeous tulips, yeah, gorgeous blue tulips. It seems that at some point they had water here, maybe. Or they want to make it look like if it were a little water area. A little community called Gateway. So a housing complex here. Smells really good inside here. It smells like perfume. Wow, they're perfuming the area. Is that an atrium? Technically, you can consider it as the atrium for this housing complex called Gateway. It's in essence their atrium. They seem to also have like a rooftop pool, a rooftop garden. I'm impressed with the maintenance of this beautiful complex. Me too. It's absolutely gorgeous, actually. I don't think there's an exit this way, so we gotta backtrack. A little gazebo as well here. Very beautiful. Super pretty flower, says Wendy. Yeah, Wendy. So Genesis says, is La Pan Cotet open? Yeah, it's open here. I think they started opening up the ones in Manhattan as well. I know they've been closed for a while. But yeah, this one down here is open. Genesis, La Pan. So beautiful. I'm in love. This is an amazing place. I wish the architecture was a little bit more interesting. Such a beautiful complex. All right, let's go outside and back into the main street of Battery Park City. Ooh, it's getting cold. Oh my God, everyone! It feels like March. Are there any John Cocteau artworks in New York City? Ooh, Renee, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that artist, though. Most likely, I would say there's a very good chance there is, because most famous European artists have at least something in New York. Here, there's an amazing video on YT of this penthouse that costs like $25 million. And it is mind-blowing. Check out that video. Remind me of the guy's name. He has a Israeli name, but it's really awesome video. Probably one of the most mind-blowing apartments I've seen. And of course, here we have One World Trade Center. John Cocteau is a painter muralist. Renee, oh cool, Renee. I don't know too much about him, but yeah, check him out. Do a Google search, let me know. Here we got a Chipotle here. I would recommend Dos Toros over Chipotle. Oh, it's smoky here. We got the older buildings along Rector Street. Here we're getting close to the tip of Manhattan. Oh, we got a pizzeria. Classic pizzeria right over here. Smells like a classic pizzeria. Yes. Darren, thank you so much. The name of the... Oh. Janet, Mother's Day is tomorrow. New York with Greg says, good pizza place. You ate there a few times. Oh, good to hear. Awesome. So Greg likes this pizza place right here at Albany Street and South End Avenue. That's the intersection. Here's a bar. Wow, look at this building. I've never seen it from this perspective. Wow, gorgeous. What building this is? I think this might be the Western Union building. If anyone can let me know. Look at its majesty. Gorgeous Beaux-Arts architecture right here. Look at that roof, and almost in the style of like a mansard roof. Looks like a huge Parisian building, just made extra tall. 90 West Street says New York with Greg. Yeah, basically it looks like a building in Paris, except if it were made 4 times bigger. Amazing, breathtaking. You gone from Mullard to Mansard, says Donald. Indeed, from Mullard ducks to Mansard roofs. It's the name of my upcoming biography. From Mallard to Mansford. That's wonderful, but is this in the Gothic style? Doesn't look like it. It would look a little bit more like in the, from my perspective, it looks a little bit more like in the French Renaissance style or French Chateau style. I might be wrong. Sometimes these styles are also a little bit more nebulous. But yeah, to me it looked like French Chateau style. But let me know if anyone thinks otherwise. I love that there's New York City. In Italy, you'll find a lot of porticos. Porticos are basically covered street passageways, sidewalks. And here we have porticos. That's really cool. So this was built in 1985, this building. A lot of people agree that was like more like French chateau style. Yeah, it kind of looked like it. Wow. Laureen, when you watch the replay, you're going to enjoy this. There are balconies here. It is a beautiful entrance. Phyllis says a lot of porticos in Bologna. Yeah, porticos. Very rare here in New York. Very rare. I think these are basically the only porticos I've seen, period. Let me know if there's any other porticos in New York. This is a beautiful, beautiful building here. So this is 1 Rector Park, 33 Rector Place. Beautiful. 333. Ooh. I don't think that was the Western Union building. It says S Fields. Yeah, most likely it was. I know Western Union has a skyscraper in Lower Manhattan, but that might not have been it. So David linked it. It was 90 West Street, built by Cass Gilbert. Our man Cass Gilbert. So that building I pointed out was built by Cass Gilbert, one of the most famous architects in American history. Ooh, it's getting sunny. All right, let's continue walking around. The Western Union, well, AR, yeah. There's the Western Union one. The big one is definitely in Tribeca. Yeah, it's the reddish one. But there's also Western Union moved offices a lot, and they had another office in Lower Manhattan before the Tribeca one. It's rather beautiful. It's not Art Deco style. It's more like Beaux-Arts style. So that's why I thought it was the Western Union building. But right next to it, there is what used to be a Western Union building. So just imagine this. We've been literally walking this entire time in a landfill. This is reclaimed land. This used to be the river. Everything. This entire broadcast has been what used to be water. Blows my mind. So the waterfronts all connect. So if you do want to just walk on the waterfront, you can easily do that here. Ooh, cold, cold, cold. Phyllis, you're loving this. Oh, I'm so glad. All right, everyone, we have about 10 more minutes left, so feel free to ask me any questions that you might have. This is Battery Park City. If you want me to pronounce the T's there, I will do so at your request. And this is a wonderful place to hang out, to check out the waterfront. That restaurant we passed by looks like a great date spot. Check out the ferries if you want to have a beautiful view of the city as you go to Weehawken and then visit where Hamilton shot Burr. Check that out if you want to see what that location is. See my video, Alexander Hamilton's New York. And tomorrow I will be posting a new vlog at 10 a.m. So stay tuned. 10 a.m. vlog. Wow, beautiful birds. What are these ones? Blue and purple, look at these. Are you going to the Tribeca Film Festival? It's soon, right? Are they having something? I would go. I would actually reach out to them and see if I could get press tickets. I'll look into it. Thank you for letting me know. So if anyone knows, these are not sparrows. No, they don't appear to be sparrows. Let me know. Beautiful birds. Wow. Here's an odd sculpture. It's like a bench with an old street lamp on it. It's like a bench table. A bench table with a street lamp. This is unique. And it's in the form of a bigger street lamp right here. It's one of the earliest Shake Shack locations around here, says Michael. No, the first Shake Shack location was in Madison Square Garden. The second one was in Times Square. Madison Square Park, I mean. And the second one was in Times Square. So no. They're starlings. Oh, yeah, gorgeous starlings. Are they starlings? Because starlings usually are like gold, little gold feathering with the black / brown. But these guys, yeah, they might have been starlings, but just very beautiful blue. Photos from New York says those grackles. Oh, thank you. So they look similar in shape to the starling, but yeah, they're different because of that blue and purple. So they're grackles. Beautiful. I want to thank Hasami for gifting me a book about New York City birds. I've learned about a few of them. There's a lot more to take in from that book, but thank you so much, Hasami. So we got a lot of porticos here. Portico here, and this is Thames Street. A little piece of London here. You continue, of course, across the West Side Highway is downtown Manhattan. Financial district. Just grab yourself a Vespa and drive down there. Grab one of the public Vespas. Phyllis, you asked who's Kay Morrow. Kay is a super urbanist. She's been watching for a long time, Phyllis. And she's also a moderator on Facebook, helping keeping the good vibes. I want to give a huge thanks to all the moderators. Kay on Facebook, Susan and Penajotis on Twitch, Ronald S. Fields, Laureen, Trisha, Stephanie, and we got a few others. If you're tuning in right now, do let me know. Make yourself known. Thank you so much for moderating and keeping the good vibes in the comments. So here's another beautiful park. We've walked quite a bit. Ariel, a lot of stars have been sent today. Hey, if anyone has sent a star, do let me know. Make yourself known. Let me know who you were. On Facebook, they don't appear as prominent as I see super chats. I hope Facebook fixes that. So yes, thank you so much for sending stars. How many steps? I don't know. Been walking for 2 hours. So 5 more minutes. Let me know if you have anything else you would like to see. A lot of cool stuff here. We'll finish at 2 hours. Lisa gives me 5 stars. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you for giving me 5 stars on Yelp. Please. Tried to stay dry. Yeah, I think I won't have an issue with that. Seems pretty dry today. The rain has gone away. Hey, Judith is a new member? I'm still slowly sipping this coffee. It's really good. Judith, everyone give a round of hearts to Judith. He is a member, new super urbanist, joining the ranks of super and mega urbanists. Thank you so much, Judith. I appreciate you. We're getting quite a bit of supporters, so stay tuned for extra bonus videos coming soon. I'll show you. We're gonna end, I think, in one of the coolest benches. So stay tuned. Look at this. This is a tiny little mini bench, but I want to show you one of the coolest benches here. Everyone, stay tuned. Your mind is about to be blown by how this bench is. How much of a bench this bench is. This is in New York. We gotta go up here to these stairs. We're right here. It's a tiny little bench, very. Oh, bad service. Okay, we're canceling the plans of that bench. That bench has bad service, so I'll end at the Mother Cabrini statue. That bench has bad service, so I couldn't sit down. And even if I'm not live, I can't sit down on the bench with no service. It's impossible. Let's continue walking around. Here's the Jewish Museum. Maybe the bench has no service, but people can ponder. Bad service in this part. All right. Good old Mother Cabrini came over from Italy. Very short in stature, but very tall in her impact that she had amongst countless Italian Americans and other Catholic Americans here in New York City and in America. She was, I think, one of the innovators, if I remember correct, of the public school system. Oh, not the public school system, the Catholic school system. She is, I think, in the process of being canonized, if I'm correct. First immigrant saint. Is she already a saint? Let me know. Is she already a saint? I think she is. I think we have two major saints in America. Elizabeth Ann Seton, and we have Mother Cabrini. But she was not born here, but Elizabeth Ann Seton was. Oscar says, I've not been here. Hope you're having a great time. I am. Guys, you're awesome. Not many people out. No, not that many people out. New Yorkers are a bit allergic to the rain. So, I'm gonna hang out with this good old saint, Mother Cabrini. She was almost as tall as me. She was like around like 4'11", so just a bit taller than her at 5'2". Thank you everyone so much for tuning in for this broadcast around Battery Park. It's close to basically every single train station all around. It's very easy to walk to, and it's by all the major sites that you need to see in this area of Lower Manhattan. So if you want a little break from the hustle and bustle of the city, come over here, especially on the weekends. On the rainy weekend, it's a bit quiet, but on the more sunnier weekend, you'll see more life over here. I'll see you Wednesdays and Saturdays at 1 p.m. and also 10 a.m. tomorrow will be a premiere of a new video, the New York City skyscraper that's designed after a garbage can. Yeah, literally. Stay tuned for that. And also, May 13th through May 27th, I will be in Mexico City, CDMX, covering the beautiful, immense history and food of that city. Same time for the live videos, and hopefully I can do more than those. Keep being awesome, and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Mother Cabrini.